So, how's it going, everybody? My name is Purpleshadez, and welcome to another video. Welcome back to another episode of Storytime with Shades. I guess this is a new series I've been starting. I've uploaded a few stories, videos on my channel, but I guess I'm actually making this into a legitimate series or whatever, and it's going to be called Storytime with Shades. And I guess to start off with this video, we're going to be going over a story that I had with Harmon's. Now, I usually don't like talking about experiences like this with stuff unless it's really bad. And this experience literally happened a few hours after I actually uploaded a video, the cringiest and most embarrassing experience on Pokemon Go. So if you guys haven't seen that, go ahead and check that out. But anyway, let's get on to the story. So like I said, this literally happened a few hours after I uploaded that video. And it was me and my fiance's 3-year anniversary. We've been dating for about 3 years now from that time. And I had something special planned for her. We were going to go to dinner. We're actually going to go to Red Lobster. And I was going to buy some roses. You know, roses is a given. It's a no-brainer. You need to actually get those for any sort of big thing. I just feel like roses are absolutely necessary. And as I'm getting there, as I'm almost there to her place to go pick her up to go get dinner, which is in about 15 minutes, I forgot the roses. So I'm like, crap, I can't believe I forgot the roses. And there was a Harmon's right next door. Now it's like, okay, whatever, I'll just walk into Harmon's, no problem. I usually like to buy my roses from Smith's, and I'll go over that in a minute. And so it's like, okay, whatever, I'll just pull into Harmon's. So I ended up pulling into Harmon's, walking in, and there were the roses. Pick up the roses. As I'm about to walk in, buy them, I see the price tag on them. $18 for roses. Now, for some people, that's probably like, oh, that's not a lot. Well, compared to Smith's, and but guys, if you ever go buy roses, I highly suggest getting Smith's, because instead of Harmon's $18 roses, Smith's are about $8 to $10, and they're as good. So if you ever buy roses, want a good price for them, go to Smith's. They're as good. But the thing was that I didn't have time to go over to Smith's, because the nearest Smith's was like 5 miles away or something. It was about 2 miles away, but I just wanted to get to the restaurant. I didn't want to waste time or anything. So I'm like, whatever, I'll pay the overpriced roses. So I ended up going to the checkout center, and they do the usual, scan the item, and I had a $100 bill. I had a brand new $100 bill. Put it in the machine, and the machine ate my $100 bill. Basically, for those people who don't know what the term of eating means, when like a machine eats your dollar, that basically means, like, let's say you go to a vending machine and there's a piece of candy you want, and it's like $2, and so you put $2 in, and then the machine eats it and basically just goes, oh, I didn't get $2. That's basically what the machine did it here. It's like, oh, I didn't get $100 when I put it in. So I'm like, crap, are you freaking kidding me? Now I'm gonna have to wait for an employee to come get this $100 bill. And I know some people probably like right now is like, oh my god, this story isn't really getting anywhere. It doesn't sound like a big deal. And it's like, well, this is what happens. So an employee finally comes up, and he was able to unlock the machine, no problem whatsoever, pull out the $100 bill, and he goes, okay, here's your $100 bill. But right before he hands it back to me, he kind of pulls it back and goes, whoa, hold on, wait a minute. And I'm like, well, what's the matter? And he's like, hold on 1 minute. And he goes to a little desk area. They have like the self-checkout center. They have a little desk area in case any employees needs help. And he's kind of going over it near the desk area, kind of looking at the $100 bills, and he's like, well, this $100 bill is fake. And I'm like, no, it's not fake. And he's like, oh, yep, you know what? This $100 bill is absolutely 100% fake. And I'm like, it's not fake. And I know it's not fake because I literally just got that $100 bill from the bank. I just got it from the bank that day. So there's no way it's fake. And I know it's not fake. And he's like, oh, it's fake. This $100 bill, it's fake. This $100 bill is fake. I'm like, no, it's not. This $100 bill is not fake. And I told him, like, listen, I just picked it up from the bank. And he's like, are you sure? And I'm like, absolutely, I'm freaking sure. What the hell are you talking about? Why wouldn't I be sure? And so the employee decides to grab a few more employees. He decides to grab a few more members or whatever. And they start checking out the $100 bill. And one of them goes, yeah, this $100 bill is fake. I mean, no, this $100 bill, yeah, it's 100% fake. It's fake. And then another guy goes, I don't know. I think this $100 bill is real. I have 3 employees debating whether or not this $100 bill is freaking fake. And mind you, this is going on about 10 minutes now. And that's when I spoke up and said, don't you guys have that little tool, like the pen thing, to mark if it's real or fake or not? And they're like, oh yeah, good idea. So they immediately shuffle through the desk, that little podium or whatever they had, and they pull out a pen and like, all right, we got it. And then they mark the $100 bill and nothing. There is nothing that shows up. And this is one of those pens that, like, if nothing shows up, it's real. And so I watched them, and they swiped this little stupid-ass marker across it and proved that the $100 bill was real. However, the two employees that came over were like, oh, yeah, well, I guess that settles it. But the guy who helped me just went, I don't know. I still think it's fake. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Are you out of your mind? Seriously? And that's when it got to the point where they had to get a manager. And then that took a while. Mind you, from this whole thing to when it started to when the manager got here, it's been 20 minutes now. So I'm running behind. So I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? This is ridiculous. And then the manager gets here and, curious about what's going on, getting the situation. And he goes, okay. He checks out the $100 bill. Yes, and he goes, yep, this $100 bill is real. It is 100% real. And I'm like, thank God. And then, while he says that, a few more employees come over, I guess, just to check out what's going on. And they start passing around my $100 bill as they're all looking at it. And there was I think there was an extra 4 people that came over. And half of them said, oh, yeah, it's real. And the other half said, oh, it's absolutely fake. It's 100% fake. These absolute idiots at this Harmon's. I'm not saying every employee at Harmon's is an idiot, but all the freaking idiots at this Harmon's. And it pissed me off. It got to the point where the manager said, listen, all right, it's real. The $100 bill is real. There's no question about it. It's real. And then everybody went to work, and I'm waiting to get this $100 bill back. And I'm waiting to pay for the roses. I just need this $100 bill back so I can actually pay for the roses. I haven't even actually gotten the roses yet because everybody's been at this for about 20 minutes now. And then I'm like, okay, you know what? Well, then let me just pay for the roses and I'm getting out of here because it's been confirmed it's real. And then the employee, mind you, this is the same one who's been giving me the hardest time and goes, no, I'm not giving it back to you. Why aren't you giving me a $100 bill back to me? And he's like, well, I'm not going to give it back to you because regardless of what the manager says, I don't think it's real. So I'm not going to give it back to you. I'm sitting there like, okay, this is not something where it's like a $1 bill, a $5 bill, or a $10 bill where they think it's fake or something. They hold it. First off, I don't think they're technically even supposed to do that. And this is a $100 bill. This isn't something that's like, okay, I'm going to let it slide. It's not like a $10 or $5 bill. This is a freaking $100 bill. And I'm like, listen, let me just take the $100 bill and I'll go somewhere else. And he goes, nope, I can't let you do that. I'm not going to let you take this because this is obviously fake. I don't care what my manager says. This is obviously fake. And this guy is obviously an idiot. So I'm like, you know what? Screw this. So I end up going over. I snatch the $100 bill out of his hands. And I'm like, you know what? Screw you. I'm going to take my money somewhere else. And I end up walking away. And then this dude, he starts yelling how he's threatening to call the cops on me. Long story short, he threatens to call the cops on me. I just walk out. I don't give a shit. I end up having to go to the Smiths because I didn't want to go to any other freaking Harmon's after that. I ended up having to go to Smith's, and I was freaking about 35 to 40 minutes late because of this whole dilemma. Now, for those people who are curious, the date went fine, went out perfect. It just sucked that I was 40 minutes late. Well, I wasn't 40 minutes late. I want to say I was probably 20 minutes late, but this whole thing just set me back. And yeah, anyway, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy the story. I guess this is also kind of an announcement video, too. I want to make a few announcements. Sorry about the lack of videos. I've been kind of busy with something. I might talk about it in another video. I'm not going to talk about it right now, but I've been busy with that for the past week. And I really wanted to make videos, but I couldn't just because I've been so busy. And this is a series that I plan on doing probably maybe once every week or once every 2 weeks. Story time with Shades, just me basically telling stories. I also have a few more videos coming up. I have a few ideas coming for this channel. And yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this story. If you guys like this video, make sure to leave a like, and if you guys like to see some more content from me, make sure to subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.